Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Donovan, and today I want to answer a question that a lot of people talk about in videos about wrist-based heart rate monitors. And the question is, are they accurate? Can you trust them for your workouts? And my quick answer to that is yes. I definitely think that depending on what watch you're using, the answer to the question in general for me is yes. So I want to go ahead and show you the data to kind of show you my experience with the watches that you see here. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you that not all watches are created equal. Obviously, not all heart rate sensors are created equal. So a lot of people say you need a chest strap in order to get the best heart rate data. And I honestly think that maybe isn't the case. So I'm going to show you some watches here. So I have a couple of Amazfit watches, a couple of Garmin watches, then I have my Apple Watch. And I'm just going to show you some of the workouts that I've been doing and show you some heart rate data from all these watches while I'm working out. So first thing I want to do, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you all of this from my iPhone because it's a little bit easier. So I may end up doing some screenshots just because that's a little bit easier to show you the information. But I'm going to go ahead and go in here to all my workouts. So this is my workouts that I've used on the Amazfit Stratus 3. So this is just today. So I did a warm-up. I did a 5K, just kind of like a tempo, and then I did cool down there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cool down real quick. So here it says 2.78 miles. This, of course, is according to the Amazfit Stratus 3. And you can see here the average heart rate of 148. And you can see right here, kind of up and down a little bit, depending on the hills and things like that. But average heart rate of 148, maximum of 159. So now I want to go ahead and show you that exact same workout on my Apple Watch. So here it is. It's actually 2.83 miles on the Apple Watch, so a little bit different. And you can see this one has an average heart rate of 147. So that's a difference of 1 beat per minute. So this one has a max of 153. So they were, as far as average heart rate, there was only 1 beat difference between these two watches. So I was wearing the Apple Watch on my left wrist, the Amazfit Stratus 3 on my right wrist. So very similar heart rate data. So this is just kind of my unscientific way of checking it. The fact that they are so close all the time tells me that they must be accurate. And, I'm comparing these watches. So, I've wore Apple Watches with a Garmin watch, and I'll show you some of that data as well. I've wore my Apple Watch with the Amazfit T-Rex, my Apple Watch with the Garmin 45 or Stratus with a Garmin. And in general, they're always within a beat or two of each other. So I'll go ahead and show you another example. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 5K. So according to the Amazfit watch, it was actually exactly 5K or 3.1 miles. Here it was 3.11. It says average heart rate of 163, max of 172. So that was during my tempo run. And let's go ahead and take a look at that same workout on the Amazfit watch. Again, same thing on my left wrist, on my right wrist. So here it is. So 3.1, this is that tempo. So they actually have the exact same heart rate. What does this one have as the max? So 171. So I can't remember what it was, maybe 173 on the Apple Watch. But again, same exact average heart rate, a couple beat different as far as max goes. So 172 versus 171. So very, very close. So let's go ahead and take a look at the warm-up. So we're just going to look at a few of them just to kind of show you that, yes, they are in fact showing all the same information. So warm-up was at 143, apparently a max of 179. That's hard to believe during a warm-up. So here it is. There's that same warm-up. Again, almost exactly a 5K. So this one says 142. So what did it say over here? 143 on the Apple Watch and maximum of 150. So that's different. So I think what happened, and actually this has happened a couple times, for some reason when I first start out my workout on the Apple Watch, it has kind of a weird spike immediately. And that's probably where that 179 comes from. So actually you can see the heart rate data here. Yeah, so you can see right at the beginning there was a big spike, and then it, within maybe 20 seconds, it went ahead and got the right heart rate, and it was fine from there. So that might even contribute to the 1 beat difference between the two. The fact that this one had a 179 to start out as a quick spike. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at a workout I did maybe, so I did a half marathon here. So that was like a half marathon, basically tempo. Just did I did a progressive run with this half marathon. So average heart rate of 159. What was my max here? 175. So that's a pretty high max. But it looks like it had a spike there at the beginning. So I'm not really sure what happened with that spike, but let's go ahead and take a look at that same one on the Apple Watch. So this one came at a pretty big difference in terms of the distance. So 13.27. I've talked about that in my review of the Amazfit watch. The more turns you do, it's going to lose a little bit of distance. So this one, you can see that route had a lot of turns. So on the Amazfit, it was 13.11. On the Apple Watch, it was 13.27 as far as distance for the exact same run. So this one has an average heart rate of 150. Now this again would be a good example where the Apple Watch, if I show you down here, see how like at the beginning it had that quick spike. And so that's where that 190 comes from. So that's not accurate. My max heart rate doesn't even go up to 190. So that's definitely not right. But you can see the average heart rate were both 159. So again, they're showing the same data. So the fact that these two watches are pretty much always showing the same data as far as heart rate, maybe, you know, 1 beat or 2 beat different at max at any given point, tells me that, yeah, they must be accurate, because why would they be showing the exact same rate if they weren't accurate? Unless they both happen to be showing the wrong heart rate, which that would be unlikely. So now we're going to go ahead and show Garmin. So last time I used any Garmin watch was a little while ago, because I've been reviewing some Amazfit watches recently. So I'm going to go down here into, I think, into more activities. We're going to take a look at my most recent run. So I think it was, yeah, back in July. So July, we're going to skip this Zwift run because that was a treadmill run, but we'll go here into, this was a 12-mile run. And we'll find the exact same one on the Apple Watch. So we'll have to go back to July 19th. So you can see 12 miles. And let's see here. Oh, I forgot. It's up here. All right. So average heart rate for that one was 157 with a max heart rate of 168. So we'll take a look at that one now on the Apple Watch. So we'll have to go back to July 19th. So you can see the consistency is that I'm pretty much always wearing my Apple Watch here. Let's go back to July 19th. So there it is. So 12.04. So this one had an average heart rate of 155. What's the difference there? So 157 versus 155. So that was a 2-beat difference. So max heart rate of 167 versus over here 168. So only a 1-beat difference there. So again, Apple Watch on my left wrist, Garmin 445 on my right wrist, and basically showing the same information. Let's do one more just for fun with Garmin, just to show you that, again, they're very, very similar. So let's do, that was only a 3-mile, maybe that was a cool down, I think. So let's do this one on 7/27. So July 17th, 10-mile run. And whoops, go up to the heart rate data here. So this one has it at 142 for the average, 155. So that was like a Maffetone type run for me. And we'll go back to that same one, July 17th, 10.19. So 142, 154 for the max. So 142 is the exact same as what it showed over here on the Garmin. And then 155 for the max on the Garmin versus 154 on the Apple Watch. So again, the point being here that whether, it doesn't really matter which of these watches I'm wearing, whether I'm wearing a Garmin with a Stratus or the Apple Watch with the Amazfit Stratus, they're showing the same information. So that tells me that either they're both wrong all the time, so that means the Amazfit and the Apple Watch are simultaneously wrong, or the Garmin and the Amazfit are simultaneously wrong, or, you know, any combination. You can pick your combination. Either they're simultaneously wrong with the heart rate, or they're accurate. That's what we have to conclude based off of this information. So yeah, they might be off by 1 or 2 beats, but that's not a big deal. If they were off by like 5 or 10, there might be a big deal there. Now, I will say I have worn some watches that don't give me correct information. And I know that based off of wearing, you know, watches that do give me the correct information. So for instance, Samsung watches tend to have issues with heart rate monitors for me. I'm actually getting the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 to test out to see if that one's been fixed. I've had a couple Coros watches, the same thing, that were always a little bit low. They're always like 5 to 10 beats low. Even a really old Amazfit watch. This is the Amazfit Bip S, but the original Amazfit Bip was always a little bit low in terms of heart rate. But overall, like we're looking at Garmin, the newer Garmin watches. So specifically, these are newer Garmin watches, the newest Apple Watch, the newest Amazfit watches. These are pretty much always showing me the same heart rate. So can you trust wrist-based heart rate monitors? I would say in general, if it's one of these newer watches, then yes. Obviously, it's going to depend on the watch, but you can see with these that in general, the information's always showing me the same. So this is the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music, the Garmin 45 or Forerunner 45, the Amazfit Stratus 3, and the Amazfit T-Rex. And I can say the same thing for the GTS. So this is a newer Amazfit watch. Also the Amazfit GTR. Doesn't really matter which one of these Amazfit watches I'm wearing. They're going to show basically the same information as the Apple Watch or Garmin watch. So that being said, I hope this video has been helpful for you. Maybe set your mind at ease if you think about wearing one of these watches and maybe you want to do heart rate based training, which I do sometimes. So like I said, I've been using Mafitone heart rate on occasion. And these have been great for that because I can trust that they are showing me correct heart rate information. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. I'll also share some links so you can help support this channel for these watches available on Amazon. There's actually some great deals on Amazon and on the Amazfit website for a bunch of the Amazfit watches right now. So links down in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.